Everyone, it's Michelle Angelic, and I'm live and late and live, right? It's January 8th, 2025. Making sure I got all that correct. Got a lot of stuff going on. Uh, so sorry for being late. Got a lot of things going on. Had to build a table, get all this set up. It's not even all set up yet. I still haven't even unpacked. I just came back from Venado, San Luis Potosí, Mexico. Went to go visit my family, was out there with my kids, and it was a beautiful time, very necessary time together. So, because I got so much going on and I got so many moving parts right now, I want to catch up with a couple of people who asked me some questions due to their health, and I want to be sure to cover that. I got what they asked me about right here. I finally did get the computer back, but the base doesn't work. I got the microphone, the screen, the keyboard, but I gotta go get a new PC, right? Because it wasn't working. Left it to my mom. My mom's great at fixing all of those things. She got my laptop all fixed up, so I got my laptop. I'm gonna start working with. I meant to say laptop. I said lab talk, right? Um, so I'm gonna be getting online sooner than later. And when I say online, I mean with being able to help you guys on my Patreon, on being here every week and helping you guys through your diet lifestyle, getting our bodies back into physical power and strength at any age, right? At any age. So that will be $10 a month, and I'm gonna be just supporting you guys. Uh, you need me, I'll be here, that kind of thing. And the more members I get, the less I'll be driving a bus, and the more time I'm going to be able to be on my Patreon and helping my members. It's going to be called Food, Sex, and Harmony because those are my main topics of subjects I'm going to be working on. Because those are the things that bring us the most pleasure: is our food and our sex, right? So I'm gonna show you how I do it, how I do it, or how I do it for myself, and see what you get out of it. I know me not coming on at 7 o'clock and it being 7:30. I don't have nobody here, but I'm gonna get on with what I was asked about my minerals. Somebody asked me which minerals am I taking because I said I need to get minerals that help me detox from all the shellfish I'm eating, or not shellfish, right? It's what was it? Clams and seafood is what I'm trying to say. Seafood. And we know that seafood got a lot of heavy metals in it, so I had to look for some of the detox of heavy metals. And if you do some research, this is what you're gonna find, and this is what I found. And this is the least amount of money for the most basic, cleanest ingredients I can find. When I say basic, I mean I want no other ingredients but the one ingredient, and it's organic chlorella. And a lot of people do chlorophyll, but chlorella is a tree. Chlorophyll is a branch of this tree. So you're going to find chlorophyll in the chlorella. And chlorella, what it does is its bonds, the way it's molecularly structured, is it like a magnet pulls those heavy metals that are toxic because they got a charge. Their charge connects like a magnet to the chlorella, the chlorella, and it goes out to the waste system. And that's how this is naturally moving out. Not metals that we need that help us grow, like iron and copper and zinc. It's the heavy metals that have a toxic, put it like it's a charge. So you can look up all that information on what kind of charge, toxic heavy metals, because heavy metals are toxic, right? That's the word heavy means they shouldn't be in there, and that's saying toxic. So those toxic metals get removed with the chlorella. Plus, you're getting all the sea minerals that we need at the same time. And so chlorella, you can mix it with vitamin C. I don't have a recipe for you guys right here, but I will. As soon as I get my Patreon on, I'll be doing short little videos so that you know how to make these, or how I make them, and how you can copy and make them for yourself. But the vitamin C, which is really ascorbic acid, when you go to the store and you buy a vitamin C, I should have had mine right here. I didn't think about that till right now. it just says ascorbic acid in the back, and ascorbic acid is a branch of the vitamin C tree. So vitamin C is a tree, ascorbic acid is a branch, and that branch of ascorbic acid is what keeps things from rotting, from going bad, and it does the same for us in our body. So you're gonna want some vitamin C in here, some distilled water, so you have nothing else in the water but the potency of the minerals and the vitamin C. You pour that, you mix, you put it in the refrigerator, drop those drops underneath your tongue, and then you get a boost of the ascorbic acid, which is extremely beneficial. I'm going to leave a link on here about ascorbic acid and what a carnivore diet does if you don't have other foods, in this case, vitamin C, ascorbic acid, in the diet, and how it the data that Elliot Overton talks about in this video is so it shows how much we need these things, and we're not putting it in our diet, even if we're not on a carnivore diet. But because the study he organized on a carnivore diet needs vitamin C, how the body starts debilitating because it lacks something like ascorbic acid, and how regenerative so fast, how quickly we regenerate just by adding some in the body. So I do ascorbic acid every day. Again, I'm going to be sharing that on my Patreon, how much I do, why I do, and how you slowly build up, because you will feel it in the body as a little bit of a shock, like electric shock, right? You might excess bathroom or mucus starts coming out of every orifice of your body because the body's cleaning out and pushing out, because now it has the tools like ascorbic acid to start helping the body clean up, right? But it's chlorella. I'll leave it right here so you can see that, right? From NutriCoast. I believe it's NutriCoast. The only place I found this is online. They have them very expensive. Chlorella at Sprouts and Whole Foods are just too expensive. Like, I'm not paying for that at that price when I can get it nice, clean, and basic, and simple for $17, $18 online. So that is that. If the person, well, no, there's nobody here, so there's no persons. I don't want to go today. Today, you know what? I had a bunch of stuff lined up, and it's actually really good stuff. Because there's nobody here, and because I came on so late, I think I'm gonna save it for next week. Unless somebody pops on here, I'll keep it going. I'm gonna talk about. There's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. One is of astrology, and something that happened to me on October 5th when I went to my LA tryouts for BKFC. Those of you who follow me know what I'm talking about. How that specific day, October 5th, was what was this called? Mars enters a shadow, right? I didn't know nothing about that till today. Today. And I take these points and I recognize my actions in this reality that we're in, plus what's going on astronomically, because we're in a machine operating system. How when things line up, we get an effect. That's the cause, and here's the effect. Plays out in the emotion, plays out in our reality. But I heard that October 5th is a Mars enters the shadow, and then it comes back around February 2025, right? So whatever I was doing and going through on that day, which was me trying out, succeeding very well, and then getting a hand on my shoulder at the very end of the tryout and telling me, well, it's because of your age. You know, that really fucked me up. It really did. And I've been in a downward spiral since. I've been really sad about it until last Monday, which was January 6th, right? I'm listening to something on my break while I'm at work, and it's a different astrologer. Trying to remember, get the name right here. It was Lunatic Astrology. She made a statement. Just one little statement was, whatever happened at the end of October 2024, it's coming back around in this window of this week of time, which is this week right here, right now, starting Monday, January 6th, 2025. Whatever didn't happen then, you can pick it up and retry. Again, I was like, what? Because I know we're a machine and I hit in all these walls, and no matter how hard I try, no matter how much work I put in, no matter how much correct doing, no matter how well I fucking do, I don't succeed, right? But I'm not paying attention to these doors of opening of opportunities or closing of doors, right? I'm not paying too much attention. Even though I know it's there, I still got to go on October 5th because that's the tryout day. So whatever's going on up in the sky and it's affecting us here, it really irrelevant to me because I got to go because that's the day that's available to me to be able to go get this done, right? Because it's the closest tryout I can get to for the tryouts that are available. So the reason I'm saying this is because I'm seeing this pattern and it's according to my life and what is actually happening to me. And if there is a occurrence where something happened in the end of October, I was talking to you guys, and when I say October, I mean October 2024, and I was crying my heart out over here on this video, these lives, telling you about how no matter how much I try, from the products I make, to the labels I design, to the trademarks I'm trying to get, to the supplements I make, I mean, I cannot succeed, and then I go to this tryout, which was October 5th, and I'm telling you at the end of October, right, what's happening to me, and I start breaking down on video. Well, now I hear this lady, Lunatic Astrology, says that right now, January 6th, this little window of time right here in 2025, retry again whatever didn't happen back then at the end of October. And that's exactly what I did. Today, I sent out, today is January 8th, 2025. I sent out a text message through Instagram to 5 top people at BYB, Backyard Brawl, and that's Bare Knuckle Boxing, and it's a completely different platform than BKFC, the one I've been knocking on, right? Knocking on their door with to no avail, I should say, to no avail. So I put it out there, and you know what? I had it where I was going to read it to you guys. I don't have it with me right now because I'm talking on my phone and it's on my phone. Dang it. Because I wanted you to hear what I wrote, but it was, you know what? I'm gonna get, hold on. I'm gonna get one of my other phones and see if I can get it on there. All right. Well, I'm waiting for this to turn on. The last minute. Like I said, I just got out of the shower. My house is a mess because I haven't even unpacked. I've been changing and rearranging, reorganizing, breaking down, setting up stuff, right? Ooh. And today's my first day off. So since I got back from Mexico. So this is why I'm not organized today. I apologize. But I still want to put this out there. Even if nobody shows up, I want this as documented proof of I'm seeing a pattern, right, in this machine reality that we're in. And if we pay attention, we can bob and weave through the field and step in when we're supposed to step in, pull back when we're supposed to pull back, and hold pause when we need to hold pause according to what the energetic field is putting out. So things are not working against us, they're working for us, and we know how to work with it. So the reason I'm bringing this up is, and I want to document this, is if this guy named Cam White, he's also another astrologer. I'll put a link to each one of them where they're talking about this stuff, right? And so I'm taking each of their information, seeing what is going on between Cam White and Lunatic Astrology. The two things I heard them say on Monday, January 6, 2025, inspired me so much that I started to finally feel that sense of spark back inside of me where I had like adrenaline running through me. When I got back on that bus, all I could think about is I got a shot in the dark right here. I got a shot in the dark knocking on this BYB Extreme, bare knuckle fighting platform that with hope they take me at 51. With hope they take me at 51. But because the timing, the wave that's coming in is just right for it, it don't mean I'm gonna get it. But if I'm gonna try for it, this is when I'm gonna do it because I failed every other fucking time, no matter how much correctness, physicality, mentality, forward focus, determination, all that other good shit and physicality I do, I get a fucking no, you know. So now I'm gonna try to make my dream come true of getting on this bare knuckle bandwagon is what I'm gonna call it. Cause I deserve to be there. For all the shit I've gone through, for all the hard work I've done, I deserve to be there. And there's some shitty fucking fighters out there that are younger than me. I deserve to be there. And I want to be there. This is what I do. I live and I have a mission and a message. And I want that platform to be able to get to that next step, to get that fucking message across instead of just having one person watch me. Hi, Mary. Thank you for being there, Miss Smith. Thank you for being there. Even if you're that one person, I want this message to get fucking louder and bigger. I want it to snowball. And me getting on that platform is going to help me fucking do it. So I sent them out a message to the BYB. Let me see if I can get on here right now. Ooh, what do we got? It says Mary Speech Smith. Oh, I love you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Love's always good, We're made up of love, and we lack love, and that's why we're so fucking bitter, all of us. We lack love, and it fucking hurts. That's why we're so fucking ornery. We're so fucking angry. All right, I'm still waiting for this thing. I haven't put it on in I don't know, a year. Trying to get this phone on so I can read you this message. What I want to say. If Cam White, astrologer, says that on October 5th, 2024, which I did the BKFC. That sounded like Kentucky Fried Chicken for a second. I had to go back. Making sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, that's right. We do need love. I'm glad you agree with me, Miss Smith. It's true. You said yup right there. Thank you for agreeing and not being bitter and saying, no, I hate love. We all hate the lack of love. That's what we hate. Cam White, when he explains his astrology, he does it through a relatable way, through characters and situations, which is different than every astrologer is going to explain different. So I'm going to put 3 up for you guys, and you can see which one you like and how you like them. Lunatic Astrology is more about global events, politics, politicians, what's going on a large scale, and then she brings it down to your what's happening with you as an individual for your sign, or your signs, I should say. Cam White's relatable, like I said, through characters and situations. So he's funny, cracks me up. He actually reminds me of me. And then it's coming from a male, so he's gonna explain it differently. Females explain things in a way, and then men have a different way of going about it. And I enjoy his content. And I just found him too, actually, on Monday. And then somebody I just found today is Astrology with Heather. She seems to be very calm with her information and explains things very calmly about what's going on, how to understand. The video I'm going to post is how to understand about her, anyways, about Astrology with Heather. She explains it in a, like I said, a calm way, but she's going to explain and break down what the words she's saying, what they actually mean, so that as she goes through the astrology, people who are new to this have an understanding of what all these terms are, because the terminology will put you like in a blender. You want to know what's happening. All right, let me see if I can get this Instagram message. It just came on right now. But like I was saying, Cam White, he had said, and I just heard it today, and I'm putting these pieces together, pulling all this information about my life circumstance and what I'm hearing about these dates that they're doing in the BKFC and me being turned down. He said February, at the end of February, whatever happened on the 5th of October of 2024 is coming back around February 2025. So I was like, well, between all this information I'm hearing, I shot out this email, because if my BKFC downfall, rejection, happened on the 5th of October, then I'm going to throw something out there this week now, because I heard Lunatic Astrology saying that whatever happened at the end of October, whatever you're talking about, which was my downfall, my failure of being able to get into BKFC, if that happened at the end of October, where I'm talking to you guys about it, and right now, January 6, 2025, it's time to step in and retouch bases on that, to try again, to get a different outcome. I sent a message out to a different bare knuckle platform, which are actually the I don't want to call them second best, right? But BKFC is on the top. Right now it's just on the top, and that's why I try to get in there, right? And the BYB, I would say, is neck and neck with it, and I want them now to overtake them. For all the fucked up shit I had to go through the BKFC, I want the BYB to take their fighters and fight the BKFC fighters. So hopefully they give me an opportunity at BYB to be able to have one fight. I asked, just give me one opportunity, one fight, and I'll be happy for the rest of my life. Means I achieved a fucking goal, because I can't seem to achieve a fucking goal. So if these things are lining up the way they are, things are failed and coming back around, I'm going to be watching, and I'm also going to be putting my part in, which I just did today. I can't seem to get you guys this message that I want to read to you that I sent out to the BYB people. I sent it out to about 5-6 of them, top people, to make sure that if one of them doesn't see it or one of them doesn't care, somebody out of them 5 got to eventually communicate between the matchmaker, the president, the people who do the broadcasting, to the fights. Somebody got to fucking recognize. I sent a message. Here's my message. It just came on. Give me one sec. Perfect. Let me read this to you guys, all right? Let me tell you who I sent it to at the BYB. Mel Venezuela, the matchmaker. Claudia Trejos, which she does the broadcasting. Data, the gentleman who started up this backyard brawl. And then the BYB Extreme Bare Knuckle, the regular site that they do their Instagram with. Mike Vasquez, which is the president. And hopefully one of them here's my message. Let me tell you what I put right here. Obviously, if they go to my Instagram, they can see all the stuff that I've done. It's like a portfolio, a record of my sparring, my workouts, who I am, what I look like, what I'm about for a long time on there. Hassan Mohammed. Hi, beautiful. Oh, thank you, Hassan. I appreciate that. Wow, from Egypt. That's very exciting. That's very exciting. My daughter wants to go to Egypt. We want to go see the pyramids. I want to go with her. My daughter Isis. That's actually her name, Isis, right? Isis Cerulean. She wants to go to Egypt because she wants to be an archaeologist, is what she wants to do. And she wants to do it, her main focus, Egypt. And so that's awesome. Thank you. Greetings to you, Hassan. This is what I wrote to the BYB people. Again, BYB, bare knuckle, or backyard brawl. And these are the guys who have a triangle ring, so you ain't got nowhere to run, and we're gonna fucking stand toe to toe and we're gonna throw down. That's actually my favorite thing to do. If we can stick our foot in a tire and just stay right there, I like to do that because I can handle heavy blows and I give heavy blows. So I'm built for that shit. So here I go. And I suck at running around the fucking ring. I really suck at it. I tried. I did. I give it a year and a half of training, and I am not good at that shit. Just fucking stand there and let's finish this motherfucker. That's pretty much how I roll. All right, this is where I roll. I pray the BYB team can help me. I was rejected by the BKFC twice in 2024 at the LA and Utah tryouts. First tryout, Christina Ferreira, champion in my weight division, was my judge and said, "You ain't ready for this." The second tryout, I was told after the tryout it was because of my age. And I'm 51, right? I'm 51. So that was all. That's all I said. One of the main people came and put his hand on my shoulder and said, "It's because of your age." And it hurt him to say it, I could tell. But he's pretty much telling me, "Don't come again because you're 50 fucking one." So I don't look 51 and I don't feel 51. But that 51 on paper means no. To a lot, well, to anybody who, I don't fucking know. They just don't give me a fucking chance because I'm 51. So I put in parentheses right here, they're afraid I'm gonna die in the ring because of my age, right? They got, that has to be the only thing, is they're afraid I'm gonna fucking die. Because I'm 51. That's it. I put right here, my heart has been broken because of this. But my heart is Mexican and it doesn't know how to quit. Which is just true, right? It's just true. I'm asking the BYB for just one chance at my age. If it's God's will for me to die in a battle, then at least I went out on my shield. You know, I fucking did what I was born to do, and I'm out doing what I was born to do, and I'm fucking cool with that. And I'm not worried about that because when you're fucking, it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And when it ain't your time to go, you can have a gun in front of you, and that motherfucker just not gonna pop off. Experience. When you ain't going nowhere if it ain't your time to go. And then I put out here, my children have seen my endless struggle. Accomplishing my goal as a warrior and a loving mother is all I've ever wanted. Can you help my dream come true? Now put prayer hands right there. Eternally grateful, Michelle Angelic. So today is January 6th, and it said that in February 2025, whatever happened at the end of October 25th, or October 25th, that's my birthday, October 2024, it should be coming back around, right? October 5th, the end of October, should be coming back around February 2025. There's so many goddamn dates and times and numbers. It was hard to put it all out there, but it is all correct. Let's see how this plays out. I'm waiting to see what happens. But I had to put my shot in the dark, right? I don't even know where that shit's gonna land, but a good wave is coming. I don't know if I'm gonna fucking ride it right, but because a wave is good, the wave of this energy, I have to take it. I have to take a shot. Oh, blessings to you too, Miss Mary Smith. Blessings to you too. That's pretty much all I want to put out there. I'm going to put those links so you can see these astrologers, see how you recognize things are playing out in your life, how things are playing out in the life around you, what you see happening on a large political, global scene, entertainment, you know, what's happening in the news. Because once, as an individual, we start recognizing how they correspond and correlate the information being given about when things line up astrologically, the energetic information that's coming, that's being broadcasted to ourselves, because that's what's going on, and we are behaving accordingly because of it, then we're going to be able to be smoother at at recognizing the signs and the symbols, the times and the moments of how to play out what we're doing in our lives. So it's not like I don't know, a 3-year-old with keys to the Ferrari, fucking shit up. Just we're gonna be able to drive smoother, and navigate and work better through life as individuals, and then later as a whole, right? I'm gonna leave a little comment because I know today just kind of like an off day. That too many people are on here, not too many people. If you guys ask me questions, I'll be so happy to be here as long as it takes to answer them. But if there's no motion going back and forth, I'm kind of at a standstill with information I want to get out because I'm overwhelmed from coming from traveling, coming back and trying to get everything organized. I want to talk about, before I go, unless people have questions, the reason why so many people are against God is because all of the tragedies that we've seen in the name of God, all the abuse to children, all the genocide in the name of God, all the stoning of children because they love somebody else that they're not organized to love or to marry or be with, is what I'm saying, is what I'm meant to say. And they're still being stoned today by their family and neighborhood and family members in the neighborhood because they're all on the same line of what God says, right? God doesn't ask for sacrifice of humans, doesn't ask for sacrifice of animals. Fallen angels do, posing as God or gods or the one God. And give me 1 second. My eyes got foggy, if you could believe that shit. Like, I don't even know how that happened. These glasses got foggy out of nowhere. Power to you, Mary. Thank you. Is understood. All right. I'm reading what you're saying, Mary. Reading what you're saying. What he said, Mary, it says, I look forward to watching you get it done. Me too, Mary. Shit. Me too. I could just see me making it. This happened overnight. Hey, shit happened overnight. That is for sure. Nothing has happened overnight, but I'll be happy if I get the opportunity to be on a stage. Did somebody say that? Because that means I fucking made it to that stage. Wow, that was crazy how that got foggy. What happened to my eyeballs if they got misty? I gotta look that up. I have not had that happen, you know? All right, now I can see. The reason I want to bring this up, Matthew 5:27 and 28, is in the book that we have in the King James Version, and then in the book which I have right here. So I know because I pulled it out of here to look at it. And then I didn't know that we have a William Tyndale Bible, and that it just got put online not too long ago, but that it was written in 15, translated from the Greek and from Hebrew into English in 1527, or in the 1500s. We'll leave it at that. In the 1500s, early 1500s. Why does this matter? Because the King James Version took from this. So this didn't take from the King James. King James took from the William Tyndale Bible. The reason this matters, and I'm going to talk about it, is because the words that were written once are not being transposed again, and it's being misinterpreted on fucking purpose by Canaanites, so that individuals feel shame for being. You're a sinner because you're fucking born, right? That's not King Joshua's way. That's not what he came to say. And so I found a little bit of information. I put that shit together, and I bringing it right here so that you can go look yourself. I can't take credit for this. I'm going to put the 2 videos that I heard different people talking about different things. I put this shit together. Bada bing, bada boom. This is how I piece shit together, right? Because nobody's gonna tell us how they're fucking us up. We have to put it together and then recognize how we're going to get out of this fuckery and stop in the I don't know We live in the I don't know uh, time. The nobody wants to take accountability or say this is what it fucking is. Nobody wants to say that because they're so afraid to humiliate it because it might not be. I'm fucking sure about what I'm saying. I'm so sure about what I'm saying that if I had to make a correction, I want to be right. I want to get it right. Let me say, I want to get it right. I don't want to be right. Let me fix my words. I don't care about being right. I want to make sure that we get it right. So if I have to make a correction, a fucking adjustment, I'm gonna do it because I want to make sure I'm right before I move forward because or else I fucking walk crooked. And I'm not gonna do that to myself because my children follow my lead. You know, the apples don't fall far from the tree, and I gotta make sure that I leave something behind, and that's a good trail. Thank you, Mary, for that heart. And then with love, I appreciate that, Mary. Love right back to you. So this little detail, Matthew 5:27. Make sure that's what it is. Matthew 5:27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. And then we go to 28. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh at a woman or lusts after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. Now, I've heard that a lot of times in my life. I didn't know what part of the Bible was from, but I hear it repetitively. And I'm just like, well, how the fuck is our brain supposed to work? Because I'm a female and I've lusted after a woman and now I'm a fucking sinner. Not only because my mind has done that, but because I'm a woman with a woman. I mean, how many levels of sin are we when our mind is just working naturally? We're naturally supposed to be attracted to one another, right? And I don't mean in a gay way. I just mean in general. In general. I just put that little piece out there to put my mind into the pot because I'm not trying to exclude myself or point anyone out. I just point right here to me. That when we go over, I never agreed with that, is what I'm trying to say. I never fucking agreed with that. I was like, how can we be a fucking sinner if that's where our fucking minds were? How can our minds be built this way to be attracted to one another, but yet now I'm a fucking sinner for it? What? How can King Joshua say that? Well, guess what? He didn't say that. That's my fucking point. All right. So we go to the William Tyndale Bible. Like I say, you can find this online. I'm going to put the gentleman's, I'm going to put it on the top, and then he talks about it, and he looks at the Tyndale Bible up. This is how I found the Tyndale Bible. I didn't even know this shit existed, right? But because he brought it up, I was like, oh, that's some good shit right there. So where do I find this Bible? I don't physically have one. I want to get one so I can constantly do these comparisons, right? I want one in paper, not just online, is what I'm saying. And this is what the Tyndale Bible says. Oh shit, it's in my phone right here. It's in the phone I'm working with because I took a screenshot of that shit. I wish I could read it word for word. I'll be going off live if I do that. But the point is if you look that up, Matthew 27 and 28, in that Bible, the William Tyndale Bible from the 1500s, it doesn't say a woman, it says a wife. So if you do that to somebody's wife, it means get your fucking eyes and mind off of somebody's wife because you're gonna fuck up that family. That's what it means, and that's what King Joshua came to say, and that shit makes some fucking sense. That shit makes sense. Be like, yes, sir, I got that. Let me go find me a free one that's not committed to someone else who has a family or will be having a family, and I ain't gonna be the fucking what do they call it? What do they call it when a chick goes in there? I forgot what it's called. You go in there and you fuck up somebody's family because you shouldn't have been there because the man's married, right? Got a name and it slipped me. I don't know what it's called, but I'm guilty of that. You know, I'm 50 years old. I've lived a lot of things. You know, I've been around the block a lot of times, not just once. And I'm guilty of a lot of things. And a lot of things I had to learn through karma, through getting it back and feeling it, what it is to be done unto you, what you've done unto others. And it's fucking painful. And it makes us have to change, or we stay the same and we become bitter and worse fucking individuals. So when I talk about things, I don't talk about them because I'm here to criticize people. I judge myself. I ain't here to judge nobody else. But God, who is King Joshua in the flesh, came to teach the way so that we have some good guidelines, because fucking Canaanites were marrying their daughters. Fucking their daughters. You hear what I'm saying? That's a Canaanite way. That's an Abrahamic way. We'll get into that on when I have all my stuff and I'm just pulling out and showing you how Abraham's way is a Canaanite way. And that's what we're following in the Bible, not because the Bible is bad, it's because Canaanites got a hold of the narrative, of the directive, the social engineering, like what we have going on in our world today. It has never ceased, it has never ended. So if in the text, because the only adjustment in the William Tyndale Bible that I saw, and I said, like I said, I took a screenshot of it, and I wish I could read it back to you, but it was that whoever so looketh as a wife, at a wife, whoever looketh at a wife. So that means that woman's already belongs to someone. Get your eyes off of her. And for women, it's get your eyes off of that man because he belongs to another woman. Leave that family alone. Let them go through whatever they got to go through. Not to somebody is single, you know. You don't go take something that belongs to someone else. Like I said, I'm guilty of that. And I paid the fucking price. I paid the fucking karma. I did. Mary says, I have been there. I had to change how I affect others. Yeah, me too, Mary. Homewrecker. That's the one, Mary. Thank you. It's a fucking homewrecker. I was a home fucking wrecker. But we don't recognize we're homewreckers while we're doing it. We're just thinking, I want some of that dick right there. But that dick belongs to somebody else, right? In my food, sex, and harmony, I'm going to show you how you never need another dick again. I will show you what I use, and it's unconventional, completely unconventional. I like to see who's doing the same way. I won't talk about it till that's up. Meaning, you want the individual. The dick is extra, right? But I want the individual because I need somebody to pet my head, lick my ears, do shit like that. Shit I can't do because the other shit I got that down. I got that shit down. Oh my God. I feel like I win a fucking prize for it. All right. Tony, good question. What would be that question, Tony? What's the question? Tony, tell me what the question is, because I don't know. Oh, homewrecker. All right, we got up to date on that. But this is why people hate God, because the information put out there is incorrect, because it's navigated by fallen angels and people who are of the faith, meaning anyone in the world who is of the faith of the Holy Spirit, understand that things happen on a subatomical level, that things are in the invisible working in our physical reality. And you don't got to explain what is understood. And people who do not follow the faith of the Holy Spirit need matter, need things to be in physical form, right? Things shit got to be like physical. And so what I say to them is, shit, I forgot what my fucking point was. I was thinking about masturbation. I was thinking about what I use and all that stuff. It fucking threw me off. Okay, let me get back. Oh shit, that was a good one. I didn't know I could get spun off of my own shit. Wow. All right. Somebody bring me back, please. Bring me back right now. Let me try to fucking remember what I was talking about. I can't wait till I bust out what I use, right? I can't wait till I bust it out because it's going to make a lot of women So very happy. They're gonna make, and when your woman's happy, men are happy. You know, our partner's happy. That's all we want. Oh my gosh. So a woman don't depend on her man to make her happy because I'm gonna show her how to get to three spots at once. Three major points at once, and it's just all it's life changing. It brings absolute pleasure and joy, and then the other just absolute. You're just happy. Life don't suck no more. You're not waiting for that companion no more. You're just waiting for someone to have a good deep conversation and can touch you in spots you can't touch yourself. And then the companionship. But finding that companion, that shit ain't easy. That shit ain't easy. Laugh out loud. Well, thank you, Maria. I'm glad I'm not laughing by myself, but I fucking forgot what I was talking about. I was thinking about other things. All right. Oh man. Can somebody remind me? I gotta give me 1 second. I have to remember what my point was about before I started talking about masturbation. In fact, I wasn't. I don't know. I don't even think I was talking about masturbation, but I was thinking about it. All right. What was my point? We got. I don't remember. Like I totally do not remember. All right. We're just gonna have to leave that one alone. Uh, but as far as the Bible, we can't hate God because God represents good. God represents good, and we need to stay stuck to the good. God is an individual. He is a general, to put it easier, to make it understood, something in physical form. And the Holy Spirit is non-tangible and not physical form. The Holy Spirit is within everything, is everything. And the more we lack it, the more demonic we become. More schmiegel, more creature, more vicious we become when we lack it. And this is why King Joshua came to show us, stay close to love. Because it's fucking machine mind, which he couldn't tell us machine mind is gonna be out to fucking get you and put you opposite of your natural nature. You know, your natural nature. Yeah, I got distracted, Mary. Let's see what else you got. I was thinking you was good at it too. You were thinking I was good at it, Mary? I know you're a chick, right? You think I was good at it? I am good at it. I don't know if it's because I was born a Scorpio or what, but I'm fucking, like, I make it my job to be masterful at that shit. Like, everybody can do it, but I gotta take it above and beyond. I gotta take it above and beyond because regular shit everybody does, man, it's just regular shit everybody does. We need to go to some other kind of levels, right? Because there's too much sadness in the world. So through delicious food and fantastic masturbation, I need to say it anymore, right? There's nothing left to say. These evil fucking creatures take what's natural to our nature and pervert it to a perversion where they're doing it to our children. We have to recognize there's a separation of those two. Sex is power, food is power, and we're abusing both those things because we're following the Canaanites' lead, and the Canaanites run our religions right now, and they run our politics. So we lack governance, which is natural to our nature, and we lack faith, which is natural to our nature, and we're following religion. And our governance, we're lacking that, and we're following politics, right? Religion and politics, two sides to the same fucking coin, and that coin are Canaanites. That coin is from Canaanites. It's their behavior and it's their way. Ah, you get bored easily, Mary, is what it says. To make the best better. Yeah, we gotta make what we got. Well, I'm figuring the best would be with our food and our sex, because that's what I was talking about, right? That's what I specialize in. Not because anybody says so, it's because I fucking know so. Anybody want to challenge me? Let's go. Let's go. It's very natural to my nature to be very competitive, and I like to win, right? I like to win. So if I say I'm very good at formulating food and making it powerful, and I'm very good at sex and making it powerful, let's go. I love to compete. Great, excellent. I'm glad you like it, Mary. Now that my mom got my laptop fixed, I'm gonna be able to get on my Patreon. It's gonna be super basic, but I just need to get that shit started. Like, I don't even know what to do on it. But having you guys' membership at $10 a month, and me working with showing you just what I'm doing in vivo. These are the supplements I take, and this is where I take it. That's how I'm making my food. Just getting us on the same page so you guys can feel what I'm feeling, right? So you guys can see these results in yourselves. That's as much as I got to get this started until it can grow into what I want to make it, and that's taking my time and cooking with you guys and having my special sex ed videos. I'm gonna call them sex ed videos, and that will be built. But if I can get you guys as time goes on, it'll be built as time goes on. But if I can get you guys' support, the more support I can get, the quicker I can not ride this bus and spend all my time right here in developing this, and my full-time job will be being online with you guys. Um, get close to God. You know, what we've been told about God is a farce. God is good, and when we state it, we stay close to that good, and we've been indoctrinated to reject what is good. And the word God makes people repulsed out here in the United States. Not Mexico, but the United States. You say God in the United States, people make an ill face to it. And that just shows how this has worked to perfection. How these fucking Canaanites have made it work to perfection while they're waiting for their fallen angel anti-good, right? Is anti-good. I don't even want to say anti-Christ no more. It's anti-good to come, which is now that I said what I said, I know what I was talking about. Where I had lost track, right? Where I lost track of thinking. It's we who are close to the faith of the Holy Spirit know what these Canaanites are doing and how they're doing it, right? And we don't need to see with physical proof that is happening. And when we say fallen angels, we understand that there's something other than human misdirecting us to stray from good. We recognize that. We don't have to, like I said, explain what is understood. But people who are the scientific mind and are not of the Holy Spirit in their faith, they are the Holy Spirit within, but they don't recognize it. They don't even recognize they have a soul. Most people who live in the physical matter and just think about science as the only way, and physical proof is the only way, that emotions and spirituality or anything else that's invisible don't exist. They're harder to make understand the words when somebody says fallen angels, right? That these Canaanites are waiting for their fallen angel gods to come, or their one fallen angel God. I gotta fix that. Their one fallen angel posing as God to come and rule, because that's what they're doing. That's what they're setting us up for. And they're the heads of all politics and religion. Started with the UN. That's the base. The United Nations is the base. People who are in the scientific mind, when you say alien, something not human, a creature, they start getting it. They're like, okay, there could be something that's not human. They can understand that language better, be it that they're seeing the things that they're seeing in the world today, right? But you tell them something that's unseen, they don't get it. Well, it's understood. So these fallen angels are creatures. They're fucking creatures mixed with man physicality, because this machine takes biological form and other biological forms, which takes man, because that is the ruling form. This is why all these aliens that we see, wherever we're seeing them, have some mankind structure to them, because we are the base that comes from outside this fucking machine. And this machine can only copy. It can't create an original thought, because it's, I don't want to say it's artificial in its nature. It needs a different term, because we think artificial means fake when this motherfucker is real. It is, gosh, what is the, what's the word I want to use instead of artificial? I'm gonna come up with the right word, but we have to change the term so that we understand that this is not fake. This shit's fucking for real. It's very powerful. This AI mind, right? That gets into the minds of men and changes their fucking behavior because it's playing off of our hates, our fears, our fucking doubts. And the more we become discordant, unbalanced, the darker our soul becomes. And the more and more we do that, lifetime after lifetime, we end up moving into, we get filed away, is what's happening. We're getting fucking filed away into some dark, heavy places. And this machine feeds off of that pain no matter where our consciousness is, because that's what the soul is a consciousness. It's an awareness. The soul is aware, even if it's outside the body. And so we got to get on recognizing that believing in the good, even if we just understand the whole balanced, complete spirit of love, right? For those who only believe in matter, in physicality, we believe in love, and we got to stick to that and know that that unites us, because that is the Holy Spirit. Love is the Holy Spirit. That's what it consists of, and it's balanced by compassion, like a seesaw. You have to have balance. So love of the Holy Spirit is balanced by compassion, because these fucking Canaanites that are that practice witchcraft and satanic Luciferian worshiping demon behavior motherfuckers, beings that live inside of man, and they get into our field of reality through different ways. But the main way on a large scale is through the spilling of blood, because it's data transfer. They're able to transfer their data from their field into this field through the blood, into form, into physical form. This is why they sacrifice. Witchcraft is sacrifice, because they're trying to bring their demonic behavior into this field of reality. This field of reality then gets filed away into, all these souls get filed away through the passing of the body, meaning death, and it files that soul away into consistent pain and suffering, because that's what we lined up our energy with. And so we got to get out of that fucking energy by changing our behavioral patterns, our ways. And that's what we're going through right now in this existence. You know, that's what we've come to have to recognize and realize is going on. And the only way I know how to do it is by bringing us some joy. Bringing us some joy by getting our fucking strength back, by getting our sexiness back, by getting our sexuality back, because that brings joy. Old age is not joy. It's rotting. It's rotting, right? It's rotting. I had to learn these things through pain and suffering, how to regenerate myself. Ooh, let me go back in here, look. I don't know how to read that, because it says, I don't know what letters those are. They look Russian. MIF Hunter. I don't know what that means. Then we got Little Cricket, original GMOs. The original GMOs? What you mean, Little Cricket? What's the original GMOs? I know GMOs means genetically modified organisms, right? But what's the original? Oh, the AI is the original GMO? I guess you're right. That is modifying us, correct. The Russian guy or Russian person, it says top. I can't tell what else. You got like a little strawberry on there, and then Little Cricket. Love is the key. Yes, love is. I want to explain something about love right now. And then Mary Smith says, use the positive to force out the negative. That's pretty much what love is. I'm going to go off of that real quick. Little Cricket, monsters. Yeah, motherfuckers are monsters. This machine creates monsters, eats humans, and takes the maximum pain and suffering to extremes to create, like I said, quantum annealing for this machine to keep its power. That's how it keeps its power. So be it that I heard you guys say right here, love is a key, and The positive force, it pushes out the negative. Little cookies. I'm gonna have to read these later because I get thrown off and I don't. I get off. I don't get it. I just said I get off. We'll get back to it just a little bit, all right? But love being the key. I got my computer screen right here, and the way I plan to get this done is by having images for you guys. Because when I say something, is one thing, but when I say something and show you something at the same time, it's like boom, it's immediate change. It's immediate because I'm not saying you guys don't get it, but imagery does something. Does something. It leaves like an imprint. You don't go back from it because you saw it with your eyes. Love is a mesh. Like the higher the vibration of love, the more intricate the patterns of symmetrical perfection in geometry it creates. And that creates a barrier to where this negative force of this machine mind can't bring its fucking creatures in because it's literally a shield they can't fucking break through. They can't cut through. The more blood we spill, the weaker that field gets. And we've been spilling blood for a long fucking time. And it completely gets into this space. And to generate love means I'm going to tape your ass up. I'm not going to fucking bury your ass. I'm going to fucking tape you up. And I'm going to cast out those fucking demon creatures that are in you. And I'm going to feed your ass back into your fucking neurology to balance your fucking ass out right. And I'm gonna fucking teach you how to be kind. Because kindness was never shown to you. Now, that takes a lot of fucking work, but it's that kind of work that we gotta do to make sure our next generation don't become this fuckery that we see with their eyes right now. Like, I don't even gotta fucking explain how bad our next generation looks. And they're supposed to fucking raise kids. Oh, we're in fucking trouble. So we gotta put a lot of work in, and that's where my food, sex, and harmony comes in. I'm gonna make sure when these youth get to 18, they watch my videos, and they fucking learn something, you know. And we as parents, we're gonna have fun with this shit. We're gonna have some fucking fun with this because it's about finding that pleasure and that joy amongst all this fucking fuckery. All right, so yeah, it's an electrical current that's a netted perfect symmetry of mesh. The higher the degree of love, the stronger the fucking barrier is, right? And excuse my language, it's not a fucking barrier. The stronger the barrier is to keep these fuckers out. How about that? You thought I wasn't gonna cuss. I just had to put the cuss word in the right place. All right, so yeah, they're monsters though, Chris. So somebody's crushing on me. Would that be the Russian guy? I think that's Russian. I'm not sure. So I don't know. I don't know what the little berry in the top means. Like I wouldn't know that's crushing on me. If yeah, I can figure that shit out. But thank you, Mr. Russian guy. I appreciate it. Nobody else fucking crushes on me except the bus drivers at work. But they're like fucking 300 pounds. No mummies. No mummies. Like you can't have a bigger stomach than me. Period. And the guys at the bus shop, those motherfuckers are huge. I gotta make sure I don't become huge. I take rubber band, exercise rubber bands, put them in the back of my seat, and when I'm at a red light, instead of just sitting there for 2 minutes at a red light, I'm getting my arms going. I want to build this chest. I want my goal for 2025 is to make thunder thighs. Like I want to work the muscle out of my legs and my ass. Because I've never worked it out before. I'm about to work that shit out, make them look like my shoulders, and I want this chest right here. I see men with big pecs, and I'm like, that's some nice looking titties you got right there. It's with muscle. It looks so fucking good. And I'm like, the men do that. Why don't we, the women, do it? I don't want to look like a man all around, but I do want it right here. Just like, that's the perfect fucking boob job. And I'll be going into that in my Patreon, right? But that's what I do. That's what I do to not waste time even while I'm at work on the bus. sitting at red lights regularly. Wishing I wasn't there, but I am. All right, look at it. Oh, it was a heart on fire. I thought it was a little strawberry. Oh, that's very sweet, Russian guy. Appreciate that. It's not. I don't know what I'm looking at, so I don't even know how to respond. Oh, you got a thumbs up. All right, thanks. I appreciate that. If anybody got any questions right now, it's that time. Um, Only because I'm just out of stuff to say because it's, I just got back from Mexico and my shit's random right now. It's just random. Look, see this right here? See this hair on my arm? I don't know if you guys can see it. So I shave, right? But I'm gonna show you how I shave on my Patreon. You need to do it a certain way so that it doesn't come out. And I haven't shaved because I can see it right now, and I shouldn't see it right now. I do my face, I do my arms, obviously my eyebrows and my areas, that I can't talk about right now. I'm gonna show you how to bleach stuff out and what I use and how to keep all your parts looking good, no matter how hairy or fucked up they get, right? When I say that is, there's a lot of chicks out there that are super hairy and they don't know what to do with all that hair. I've been hairy. I've had a mustache since I was 20, right? And I just had to learn how to figure that shit out without having to go have somebody do it for me. So I show you guys how I do it and how I regenerate my skin on a regular basis, shaving, because you regenerate your skin every time taking off all that peach fuzz or all that hair from the face, and it's smooth and it's nice and smooth. And I've been doing it for over 20 years, so I know it works. So we have Jan. Hello, hi. You see me? No, I don't see you, Jan. It says Jan. You see me? No, I don't. Show something, dude. This ain't a strip bar. This ain't a fucking club. I talk about food, sex, and harmony for a reason. Not for a fucking show. Give me a fucking break. Don't say no more dumb shit, cause I'm gonna fuck you up right here. Unless you want me to fuck you up, right? Oh, Little Cricket is. Little Cricket says, Jen, yes. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I work with you guys. I try to figure out what you're saying. Try to understand. I talk about what I talk about, but I'm not a fucking sleazebag about it. If you can't have adult sexual conversation without being vulgar about it, shut the fuck up, watch, learn, and listen so you can see how it's done. How you can still have an adult conversation, talk about sex without being vulgar. How the fuck I'm gonna show something, pendejo? No mames. Crocodile teeth. I remember you. You're extremely pretty. Oh, I thank you very much. I extremely appreciate you saying that. Through everything I've been through, physically, fucking me up, I really do appreciate that. Laugh out loud, Little Cricket. All right, you guys. I don't even know what to title this one. I have to go back and look at it, but look at the times that we're in because of the energetic field. Like I said, I'm gonna post the 3 that are talking about this time we're going into. I believe it starts in June, if I'm not wrong, right? But in June, where things start picking up, where from June 2025 to June 2026 is like a bunch of luck for us, for people who are on the right track to do the right thing for the right reasons. Meaning, if you've been working on yourself, this is your window of time. So let's get ready, get positive about how we feel about shit. Because I felt real fucked up about all the hard work I've always put in for my 50 fucking years, and I get nothing out of it. Why am I gonna put anything else anymore if that's the result I get? It's fucking nothing. No matter how good it is, no matter how hard I try, right? And remember, I do the right things for the right reasons. I don't cut corners. I don't slack, but yet I don't receive anything in return for all my fucking hard work. I was at the point of where I tried. But I heard all this information of this wave coming in for those who push consistently or pushing to better themselves. This window of opportunity is coming June to June. It's a year of opportunity. Let's let go of the old, what didn't work. Let's learn. What I'm doing is I'm learning all the things that didn't work for me, how I'm going to redo them now so I can make something work for me. All the things I was going to sell, the trademark, putting all that money in for that registration of the trademark, all of that shit, all that fucking money and time wasted, and nothing came out of it. Well, I realized why now. Oh, I didn't realize then when I was suffering through the fucking heartache of why it doesn't shit work for me is I'm going to now do this on the Patreon, show you my formulas, show you how to do it where you are. It doesn't matter if you're in Egypt, in Africa, you're going to fucking get better. Not because I'm going to ship it to you, but because I'm going to show you and you're going to help other people around you. And if you trade with them for income, then you're blessed and they're blessed because now you can make them better. And now that's how I'm going to do not my business, because I don't do business no more after I recognize that business is the Moloch Caesar, the Caesar of Rome. I didn't want to use the word Rome because the Romans have nothing to do with it. The people got nothing to do with it. The Canaanite Romans, who is Caesar of the past, which is the Pope of today. They wear the same title to show who they are. Caesar turned into the Pope, and we pay taxes, or we are taxed by Caesar of Moloch, who cast children into fire, right? Sacrifice children to their fallen angels, right? To their gods. They're fallen angel posers as gods. I have to constantly correct myself, my speech. I am no longer going to ever have a business because that's how we get taxed by the Caesar of Moloch. I'm going to pay a contribution to my state of where I live so that my state becomes better all around for what its needs are. And I'm going to accept donations for my contribution of what I know and show or offer in exchange for, but never buying or selling, because that's how they got us trapped. When we buy and we sell and we sign the dotted line for the trademark, we're accepting the sale and buy and purchase. I caught all these things as I'm going through them, and this is how they're able to tax us, the Caesar of Moloch. I believe in contributing to your local area, becoming a statesman, and making sure that what is around you grows from what you benefit from, right? If I have, I give, and then we both have a mutual give and receive, right? And we grow and prosper in our location, in our area. So, because all the things didn't work for me and I didn't build the business to be in the Caesar Moloch taxation system, I saw how these Canaanites work to not pay taxes on the own laws that they make for themselves free of. So they tax us, the people, and they make sure to avoid their own taxation by the Caesar of Moloch, because what they do is in the Freemasons, they have contributions, they have members, they got donations. I'm like, this is how these fuckers are doing it. This is how they avoid their own fucking taxation from their own Caesar of Moloch. Look up Moloch, look up Caesar, and you'll understand what I'm saying. In King Joshua's time, that Caesar crucified Yeshua on a cross by the Canaanite posers as Jews, right? These are all Canaanites, posing as Romans, posing as Jews, hiding behind the people. The Canaanites and the creature kind, in the minds and bodies of men and women. And we got to shake these motherfuckers out. I want to become expert at this shit, and knowing how to deparasite from our soul and deparasite from our body, because there's some deep information I got to start sharing with you guys and showing you on this screen I got right here. So as I'm talking, I'm showing you. When your fucking eyeballs see it, you'll be like, oh shit, oh shit. I'm telling you, but my words can't display what the images will show. And we're going to get on track with this, and we're going to start changing how we used to do things in the system. They got a trap on us. So we're going to still continue to exist and live, but making adjustments, watching how they play the fucking game and they avoid their own traps. And we're just gonna follow that lead, and I'm gonna do it with my products. I'm gonna be accepting memberships, donations for products that I make and ship to you if that's what you want. But at the same time, I'm gonna show you how to make it yourself, so you in your space, in your region, in your area, in your country, you can make that, duplicate it, make people better around you, because we have to do this. And this is what I've learned from all the fucking fails that I've had for the past 10 years in making my product, designing it, creating it, packaging it, and never fucking being able to do a thing, is because God didn't want me in the Moloch system. I couldn't see that then. I see it now. And now I'm going to do it this way and show you guys how I'm doing it. So shake off whatever didn't work for you. Learn from what didn't work, make new adjustments, and ride this fucking wave. There's a big wave coming, and you're gonna hear it in what these guys have to say. And there are three different astrologers talking about it in three different ways, with three different ways of explaining through communication, because everybody got a different flavor. So pick which flavor you like. You'll find it, right? You'll find it. And I'm going to put those three up for you guys so that you can see, hear, and start looking into your own path of direction to make sure that we don't miss this wave of good energy that's coming in for us who try, who try and never quit trying. Let me see what I see right here. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys, right? That's all I got for you guys today. What does this say? Crocodile teeth. On a little cricket. Yeah, crocodile teeth. Don't worry about the haters. You continue shining and being the amazing person you are. Thank you for that, crocodile teeth. I appreciate that very much. You like me a lot? Okay. Well, I hope you keep watching. Keep watching, living and learning. That's what we all do. I do that all day. Crocodile teeth, you've been working hard for 50 years. Time to relax. And let a young man, all right. You're going to take care of me, young man, as a buddy. All right. You watch what this 50-year-old shows a young man how to be with their partner. That's what I got. I'm going to show young men and women how to be with their partner, because we got to partner up. We really do. People got too many parasites in their soul, and which are these demon creatures and parasites that run through the body. They get transferred. We can't be fucking around. It's time to people to partner up with a good partner. Important how we pick them, right? But I'm going to show how we clean up our energetic field, our physical body, because the only people who could guarantee they ain't got parasites are people who deparasite, and that's the soul and the body. I'm gonna show you how I'm working on that, where I become better at it. And I'm working on that where I become better at it. Like, I want to see this shit with my eyeballs. My eyeballs need to see this. I'm good at it, but I'm gonna become better at it, and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing and how I do it. Little cricket, thanks for all you do. Love your love your boots. All right, thank you. And your jab dance, yeah. I couldn't help it. That just came out, and I'm the beat just pops up them punches. I'm glad you like that. I had a lot of fun. I'm saving for Black Law's dictionary. I've heard of that. I don't know what it is. I do have to check that out. Little cricket. Somebody told me about that on the bus. I'm gonna look that up. Crocodile teeth. You're really smart. I don't know if I'm smart, crocodile teeth. I observe things. I watch things. I'm an observer. And because a lot of my life I didn't observe, and I had to learn to observe, be still and listen, and then put pieces together. But I appreciate that. And I hate being fucked over, it's like, so I'm very determined, and I don't know how to give up on that. So my determination is what makes me forcefully look for how is this shit working, so I could break it. Because I hate being fucked over. Uh, how about you, little crocodile teeth? Or not little, I'm sorry. That's little cricket. It's a crocodile teeth. How about you teach me to love you the way you want to be loved? Well, I'm going to show people how I love myself and how they can teach their partner how they can be loved. How about that? That's the best I got, though, Mr. Crocodile Teeth. You think would be great partner? I don't even know who you are, Mr. Crocodile Teeth. Your knowledge and work is amazing to me. You are smart and very determined. That is faux show. Smart, I don't know. Determined, very. Like I gotta get this. Make sure I leave something before I leave this planet, which I don't feel I'm leaving anywhere anytime soon. Meaning, I ain't going until God says it's time for you to go, because it's written somewhere. It's time for me to go. But other than that, I'm gonna live a long, long time because I know how to regenerate this body, and I expect us all to live a nice, long time regenerating. Well, the reason I can't get to know nobody, Mr. Crocodile Teeth, is I'm out here in Arizona. I'm a in-person type of person. Yeah, I don't do no more nothing online no more. I'm not gonna reject what you're saying or avoid it like it ain't there. I'm a in-person type of person. That's what I've learned to rely on. I've had too many bad experiences online. I'm never gonna do that again. And so if I don't know somebody and I can't go have coffee with somebody or tea, in my case tea, right? I can't meet somebody. But I do appreciate the gesture. I thank you. What was it? Where are you? You move out from Guyana? I think I'm saying that right. To come to, we can get tea sometime. That's very sweet of you. I don't know what to tell you. I would have to tell that to everybody who tells me that. It's just meeting somebody from fate. I'm fated to meet somebody. I'm fated to be with somebody, and I just gotta leave it at that. Tony, there's a Patreon link in the description. No, Tony, I haven't even started the Patreon link. Like, this is my first day off since I got back from Mexico. I just got my laptop fixed. I just got my computer and microphone from Mexico to set all this up, and I haven't even unpacked yet. So I'm working on getting all this done by this month. January sometime, I'm going to have my Patreon on, and we're going to start it slow. I'm not going to have all the sex aspects. Well, I can't even say those two words together. Sex aspects. It goes into sex right in the ass. Sex aspects until I get into a flow of this. I'm just going to start with the food and the nutrition. Get our bodies right. Get our bodies firm and tight and working right. Our stomachs down. Our inflammation down. Our skin nice and tight. We gotta start feeling beautiful again. Start feeling strong. A lot of men have a problem with keeping their flag up. Their pull up. That's all dietary, and so we're gonna fix that with nutrition. So those are the things. Those are the things I'm gonna help men and women with. You're gonna see my kitchen. I got things in jars. I got herbs. I got roots. I got all kinds of stuff. And these things, when you have them for yourself, I'm gonna show you how to work with them. I've been doing this stuff for a long time. When I met Tony Pantallaresco from this whole nanotech in the body and taking my shit to some other kind of level, I upped what I was already doing with Tony's knowledge. And if it wasn't for Tony Pantallaresco, I'd be dead. Like I would. That I almost died a couple times. Like heart attack type of shit. But if it wasn't for what I learned from Tony, this technology would have crushed my organs, because it did a couple times, and I had to counter it with magnets and help my body with minerals. Speaking of minerals, my minerals that I post online from 2020 are the best minerals not on the market. The best minerals not on the market. I know because I've been trying to find better minerals, and nothing's better than how you feel. And the people I've picked up from being like, they can't even move to when they're just up and moving around. It's like all the nails got back into the foundation and the body is strong again. That's how I know my shit is that good. Like, I know it's good because I take it, but when I see it fix other people immediately like that, I'm just like, oh, my shit is good. I went back to Mexico. My minerals have been sitting there for 3 years that I left my mom to take. And I'm like, Mom, why are my minerals still here? I left this for you, a big old amount, so that she could have, and she never even used them, right? She never even used them. So I was like, great, okay. Now I'm going to try these minerals, see what happens after sitting for 3 years. They still work. I picked somebody up who had problems with walking, their energy was low, they had like stagnation, and they're not used to that, but yet they've been fighting this for months, right? Somebody out in Mexico. I was like, let me give you some of my minerals. So I'm like, put them underneath his tongue. He said within 30 minutes, he was back up like nothing had happened. I was like, what? Like, that shit blows my mind. But I have to take real broken bodies to use my products to recognize, or my formulas, right? How good this shit is. Like, I know it's good, but oh damn, that shows that shit's real good. Cause it's been sitting there for 3 years, and pick somebody up, you know. And they want me to ship them out the minerals. I'm like, look, you can learn how to make them. Like, nope, just ship them out to me. And so that's what I realized. Even if I show you guys how to do it, people just want me to make it and send it to them, which I get because we're busy and we just ain't into that stuff, right? But this is what I'm gonna do. This is my new path, my new journey, showing and telling. I'll have a show and tell of food and sex, how I do it, and if you want me to make it for you, the food and the minerals, or the bread powder mix that I use, the flour mix. If you want me to make the minerals, if you want me to make you my face soap, you want me to make you my cream, my all the different things that I make. The copper collagen I learned to make from Tony. You want me to make it, I'll ship it to you for a donation. And if you don't give it to me as a donation, we're in exchanging. And it needs to say donation when you transfer money over, or it will be looked at as a sale. And I ain't selling nothing no more in this Canaanite world. No more. And so it's donation, and this is what I contribute to you guys for your donation. Is my product. Oh la la. Hey Murad, how you doing? No shit talking today. The good thing it's already over. Not shit talking for me, shit talking for you, Murad. I remember you. I remember you well. I don't remember the shit you were talking. I just remember your name and me being real mad. Good to see that you're back, and we were able to iron all of that out, right? I am going to say good night and God bless you guys, okay? I was supposed to talk to you guys about, now that I remember, when I was in Mexico, I said I was going to talk to you guys, which is today, about how I got connected to being outside of this machine, the people outside of this machine, John and this scientific military crew outside this machine. It happened in 2020, a series of events. I didn't know what was going on. I don't do drugs. I don't do mushrooms. I don't do ayahuasca. I don't do none of that stuff. I just have a capability of being able to mentally go real deep and real far. I've been like this since I was a kid, but I didn't know what was going on then. I get what's going on now. And I'm going to have to save that one for the next one. I apologize, but I just remembered that's what I was supposed to talk about today. Sorry. All right, we'll get that one for the next time. You guys, good night. God bless. Stay well, stay safe. Michelle, Angelic, Truth and Integrity Warrior. Until the next time. Good night.